namaste and warm welcome to everyone tuning in. Today, you are going to explore detailed analysis of health and financial related problems due to Vastu imbalances. With gratitude, I dedicate these sessions to my Guru Sri Deepak Taneja sir, whose wisdom has inspired my journey. I am really blessed that he has invited me in his channel, Your Chakra, to share my thoughts. Let's begin these luminous explorations together. Stay till the end. There is a lot of golden insights waiting for you. Let's get started with the big question. How can you actually tell if your house is the reason behind recurring health problems or financial stress? Well, that's where Vastu comes in. In these presentations, we are going to dive into how the layout and structure of your home could be silently affecting your life, especially your money and your health. Here is the basic idea. Vastu is all about analyzing your home's spatial layout, the directions, the placement of rooms, and how energy flows throughout the house. It's based on the five elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space, combined with eight directions and something called the Vastu Purush Mandala. When these things are in balance, life flows smoothly. But if they are off, you start facing issues. Some general rules of Vastu to understand first. Before we get to the very specific things, let's cover some must know ground rules. These are general principles in Vastu that everyone should understand. From entrance placement to slope direction, from the shape of the plot to the location of rooms. These basics create the foundations of your home's energy system. If these are not right, everything else gets affected. Panchabhutas. These are fire, water, air, earth, and space. Each of them is linked with a specific direction in your home. For example, fire is associated with the southeast, water with the northeast, and so on. If these elements are placed in the wrong direction, it disrupts the energy balance, and that's when health and money uses creep in. Eight directions and their importance. Each direction in Vastu is not just a direction, it carries meaning, it governs a part of your life. North is ruled by Kubera, the Lord of Wealth. Northeast relates to clarity and spiritual growth. Southwest is linked to stability and strength. These directions also relate to planets. If the energies in any of these directions are disturbed, you will notice challenges. You will notice challenges in the specific area of life. Now we come to some Vastu indicators for health problems. Let's focus on health now. If your southeast corner, the Agni zone, is disturbed, it could trigger issues with digestion or metabolism. Southwest defects can cause long-term illness and chronic health concerns. A heavy or blocked Brahmastan, which is the central point of the house, weakens the energy flow and affects overall vitality. Northwest issues may lead to air-related ailments like asthma and restlessness. And if toilets are placed in key energy zones, that's a big red flag for health. Thank you for catching that, and you are absolutely right that let's correct the narrations from slide 8 on. Defect in southeast that Ognikon. All right, now we are starting to break down the health-related zones. First up, the southeast corner, also called the Agni zone. This zone belongs to the fire element. If there is a defect here, like a water tank, toilet, or even if it is missing completely, it can cause serious health problems. People in such houses may face issues with digestion, liver metabolism, or even recurring fevers. So always make sure this zone is clean, active, and supports the fire element. Next is the southwest corner, known as Nairitya. This is the zone of stability, strength, and control. If there is a defect here, like a cut or toilet or heavy water presence, it can result in chronic health issues. People may feel drained, depressed, or suffer from long-standing ailments that just don't go away. This corner should be heavy, solid, and grounded to support both mental and physical strength. Now we come to a very important thing, that is the defect in center Brahmastan. Now this is one super important, super important, the center of the house. This is like the heart of your home. If it gets blocked, cluttered, has a toilet, staircase, or any heavy structure, then it chokes the life energy of the whole house. What will be the result then? Weakness, lack of clarity, low immunity, and poor vitality. These areas should always be open, light, and clutter free to allow energy to flow smoothly. Now come to the northwest, Vayu, and air related ailments. Now let's talk about the northwest zone connected to the air element or Vayu. If this zone is defective, it can lead to air related health issues. We are talking about problems like insomnia, anxiety, breathing disorder, or skin allergies. If there is too much heat, clutter, or heavy constructions here, the natural movement of energy gets disrupted. These zones needs to stay balanced and well ventilized. Toilets in key zones. Say now here is a major problem: wrong toilet placements. Toilets in zones like northeast, Brahmostan, and or even southeast can seriously disturb health. It is like placing pollutions in your prayer zone or energy center. This can lead to anxiety, headaches, stomach problems, emotional imbalances. If your toilet is in sensitive direction, don't ignore it. It needs immediate correction. Now we come to the Vastu indicators for financial problems. Okay, now let's shift our focus to money matters. If you have been working hard but still facing cash flow issues, loans, or unstable income, it might be your house speaking. Vastu has some clear warning signs when it comes to financial trouble. Let's break them down one by one so you can start checking your space. The north defects in north. That means where Kuber is the lord. North direction is ruled by Kuber, the lord of wealth. So naturally, this area is super important for financial flow. If it is blocked, has a toilet, septic tank, or a heavy construction, it slows down money opportunities. You might feel like income comes in but never stays. Always keep this zone clean, open, and clutter free. Even placing a mirror or water element here can help boost financial luck. Defect in Northeast. Now, the Northeast is one of the most sensitive and divine zones in a house. It represents clarity, blessings, and inspiration. If this zone has a bathroom, kitchen, or heavy weight, it blocks not just health but also wealth. You may find good opportunities slipping through your fingers. So never misuse the Northeast. Keep it light, spiritual, and positive. Defects in Southwest. Yes, Southwest again. We saw earlier how it affects health. But guess what? It also impacts financial stability. This zone is linked to savings and long term assets. If it is got a kitchen, septic tank, or if it is missing entirely, your expenses may shoot up or savings may vanish. It's best to keep this zone heavy, occupied by elders, or used for a master bedroom. Kitchen in wrong direction. Kitchen in the wrong place is a big problem for money. If your kitchen is in the north or northeast, your finances might constantly drain. And if it is in southwest, it is a double whammy. Both health and wealth take a hit. The ideal spot is that the southeast the fire zone. If that is not doable, go for the northwest, but absolutely avoid kitchen in north, northeast, or southwest zone. Toilet or septic tank in north or northeast. Having a toilet or septic tank in north or northeast is the major vastu dosh. These zones are connected to wealth and mental clarity. So if these areas are polluted with waste, you might face constant money leakage, like income comes but disappears. It can also make you confused, demotivated, or stuck financially. Get this corrected if it matches your home. Main door placement issues. Now let us talk about the main door. It is literally where energy enters your home. If the main door is south facing with wrong measurements or slope, you might attract debts, disputes, or even legal trouble. And if it opens directly in front of a toilet or staircase, money energy gets flushed away. A well placed, well lit, and clutter free entrance is a must for financial harmony. Now we come to some combined indicators of money and health. Sometimes you don't just face health issues or money trouble, you face both. That's when multiple Vastu defects are working together. For example, a toilet in the northeast, kitchen in the southwest, and a blocked Brahmasthan. All this combined can create a mess in both your physical well being and financial life. These kinds of overlapping defects hit harder and the problems show up in multiple areas of life. So if you are feeling like everything is off, your house might be showing more than one red flag. Now come to the remedies. Now here is the part everyone waits for, remedies. The good news is you don't always need to break walls or renovate your whole house. There are simple, effective Vastu remedies. You can use copper strips, brass helix, Vastu pyramids, color mirrors, depending on the problem zone. Even something as small as placing a symbol or adjusting furniture direction can create a shift. But remember, remedies works best when chosen wisely and used with intention, good intention. Now, the diagnostic checklist for Vastu consultant. If you are a Vastu consultant or just want to analyze your own space, this checklist is your best friend. It gives you a point by point guide to check every important zone in the house. Is the kitchen in the right direction? Where are the toilets? How is the main door? What is in the Brahmastan? This checklist helps you properly diagnosis just like a doctor. Check your vitals before suggesting treatment. All right, to sum it all up, your home has a powerful influence on your life. The layout, direction, and placement of rooms affect your health, your money, and even your state of mind. When you balance your house using Vastu principles, things start flowing better. Like opportunities open up, health stabilizes, and stress goes down. So don't ignore the signs, observe your space, apply the knowledge, and invite positivity into your life. Thank you for your patience and attention. I am just concluding the sessions, and again, I will meet you all with an interesting topic. Till then, goodbye.